Welcome to another episode of Takoyaki Party. I'm your host, Osaka Joe.
You're talking really fast, and this is DJ Soy Milk.
Okay, I'm sorry. I will slow down so that everyone can hear my words very clearly. We are Takoyaki Party. We are a podcast.
Okay, not that slow, brother.
We are a podcast about NMB, so we talk about NMB just in case you guys are interested. You guys can keep up to date with like news and stuff. Yeah,
Just in case.
that's our goal. This is episode number 11. We recorded earlier, but I forgot to record my own voice for a really stupid reason. Because I was making this.
What was the reason?
I was making this video, right? And so I needed to the program I used to record is like a streaming software. So I wanted to record this game I'm playing, and I didn't want the microphone to trigger. So I disabled the microphone so I could record the game, and I forgot to turn it on.
Well,
I didn't disable I disabled the microphone in the software, so it didn't record the software. My video is fantastic to anyone that's played Top Gun for Nintendo and watched Interstellar, which is probably nobody. Okay, I have JLPT tomorrow. I'm gonna fail it pretty badly. I took a practice test, did not go so well.
you weren't even. It's not that bad.
Yeah, it is. It's less than 50%.
Even not that much less.
And then I read the questions and I'm just like, or I read the answers and like the book I have, it has the explanations for each answer. So I'll read the answers. I'll be like, oh my god, dude, it's so obvious. Like it's not like any of the questions I answered are like, oh man, like I had no idea what was going on. But I'm like, oh, I kind of got the gist of it.
Ah.
It's one of those. So like even if it's not even though I got less than 50%, like I feel like I should get all of it, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, I got high standards. Just like
You'll probably be fine.
Just like that ice cream place we went to, I didn't like it. I only got high standards.
It was too hard.
I know.
It's like a little rock of ice cream.
Okay. Yeah, head loss. Ha ha ha.
Head loss.
Engineering jokes. Okay, I'll move on to our first section. The news section. What do we got for news?
Oh wait, first, practice for JLPT. How do you say news in Japanese?
News.
Okay, anyway, first up on news, we have Milky. And she's been doing her work for her solo song. So the CD covers came out. She's done a couple performances now. And yeah, she's working on promoting that. If you haven't heard the song, give it a listen. It kind of has like this 80s retro idol feel to it. And
You know what's weird? Like I feel that 80s in Japan is like 70s in the US.
Yeah.
I always feel like they're a decade behind.
Well, yeah, because right now like a bunch of like girl groups and boy groups are popular, but like here that was 90s, like when all like the boy groups, you know what I mean?
Well, it's more than that, like, because I don't know what's going on in American music now, but I feel like the stuff in Japanese music right now is like the stuff I listened to 10 years ago in the US.
Oh,
Like, that's why I say like it's always a decade behind.
Yeah.
Anyway,
When I was there, Taylor Swift is really popular though, and Ariana Grande.
yeah,
Which is really weird to me because Ariana Grande slurs her words really bad, and like I can't even understand what she's saying. So I have no idea what somebody who doesn't speak English thinks she's saying because I don't know what she's saying, and I speak English.
Oh man, I don't even know who she is.
She's just like
Is
this.
she like a Disney girl?
No, she was in Oh, maybe she's Disney. No, she's Nickelodeon. She's Nickelodeon, and this other show I think. But she's like really short, and she looks like she's 12. And she has a good voice, but she has really bad enunciation. So it's really stressful to listen to her songs because I don't know what's going on.
Okay, anyway, back to Milky.
Yeah, so back to Milk's.
Her single came out, or is going to come out Christmas Eve. So
Yes,
that
Christmas
is 17 days. Or
The romantic holiday.
Or 16 days, depending on how the time shift works or when you're listening to this. The CD covers are pretty unique. Like you said, they evoke, not invoke. They evoke that 80s feel. Everyone says she looks like I keep forgetting her name.
Old idol.
Matsuda Seiko. Okay, Matsuda Seiko. There you go. The performance is alright, I guess.
Yeah, Milky's singing isn't very... She doesn't have a very strong voice, to put it nicely. But she's really cute, so... You know.
You don't need to be a good singer, right?
Yeah, idols.
Well, it's funny because we say that she evokes the image of Matsuda Seiko, but Matsuda Seiko is really good at singing.
Oh, anyway, so that's Milky.
Also, in other news, oh god.
In other news, nice smooth transition.
I was thinking of something with like Matsuda Seiko was on Kohaku last year with Chris Hart.
Wow.
But yeah,
wow.
Yeah, that didn't go anywhere. They announced Kohaku groups. Who's appearing in Kohaku? NMB is one of them. Congrats
Yay!
to them.
NMB.
Also, all the other 48 groups are on there.
Yeah.
So it's kind of pretty busy.
Yeah.
And,
we talked about this in our first recording. Should we talk about it again?
Yeah. I
feel like people would have gotten mad at us.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I just, like I was saying that like with so many 48 groups, there's like a lot of people in the 48 groups, and they like to bring at least a lot of them. Probably, I don't know if all of them show up.
All of them come, yeah.
Like for each group?
Each group, everybody goes.
Yeah, so...
Kinkyu say too.
So that's like 400 people, and like all the other groups combined that are showing up, all other groups and artists combined, like, come on, that's like 30 or 40 at the most. 50 maybe?
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't know. I also feel like the 48 groups really, like, bring something to Kohaku. It feels that they're bringing down the quality of Kohaku. Not like, oh, they're going to be on the show, so this show's going to be awesome. It's more like, yay, they made it.
Yeah, it's kind of expected that they make it. But I don't think they're all... Like, obviously, the fans want them to be on. I'm not sure if the general public is like, oh yeah, there's that idol group. That'd be cool if they got on Kohaku, because it's like, no, they've been on it for years. It's kind of just like, you know, a thing now.
Well, not only that, but also that, you know, if there's so many of them, like, does the public really want to tune in? Like, oh my god, dude, like I heard of that group, I want to watch it. Like,
Yeah, because at this point, especially for AKB, we don't know if AKB is going to be bringing Team 8, but if they do, that'll be over like 150 girls not over 150, but like over 100 girls on this stage, and the stage is big, but it's not so big that you could see 100 girls dancing fluidly. It'll be really cramped, and they'll be like really short motions, you know?
Yeah.
So...
Man, we sound so salty. Oh my
yeah,
God.
we sound really salty. We're actually really excited that NMB is going to be on it. We're just thinking about like, oh man, this is a lot of girls.
Yeah. Also, I just want to mention, I actually do like Kohaku. Like,
me too. It's cool.
Like, I like listening to all the artists. So last year, like Matsuda Seiko with Chris Hart, and Chris Hart is like this big black guy that sings in Japan. Like he used to live here. I think he was like a vending machine maintenance dude or something like that. And then like he applied for an American Idol type show.
Oh.
And then he got really popular. It's really cool. Like I really like the guy, and he sings really well. So he's gonna be on there next year, or this year.
Cool.
What else am I looking forward to? AAA. AAA. It's always good. Miwa. Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's always like a lot of surprises too. I think it was last year when Ayaka sang a song. I didn't really know who she was, and I'm like, oh man, dude, this is a really moving song, and I started to like her because of that.
Oh, cool.
So Kohaku's still good. I like it.
Kohaku was ruined for me last year because Yuko announced her graduation.
Yeah, that was kind of... Some people were really mad at that.
Yeah, I see why they'd be mad at it.
Yeah, it's kind of like proposing to somebody at somebody else's marriage ceremony. Anyway,
it's really late here. Like it's like almost 1 o'clock. So sorry if we're rambling.
Yeah. Also, there's like a ramen place open afterwards. I'm totally gonna get ramen after this.
Ooh, I want ramen.
They're like open till 5 for some reason.
What the heck? My favorite ramen place closed.
That's very sad.
I know. Oh, I can't use his name. I the Big C on stage 48, and I went there, and it was really good, and they had really good pork, and then it's gone now.
Is it Yamadaya?
No, it's not Yamadaya. It was called Ken Ramen, but it closed.
Okay.
So
it's very sad. It
was very sad. Anyway, moving on to NMB. So we have Kohaku going on. We also have some other concert type things going on. There's a national tour, and that was announced when was it announced? It was announced recently.
Yeah, I don't know when.
But it's gonna start in February, or starts in January and then continues into February.
I thought all the dates were in February.
Oh, well. Anyway, it's later this winter. But the thing about the tour that I'm interested in is if there's going to be a graduation ceremony for Nana there. So if they'll just dedicate the last concert to her, or if they'll make a new concert for her graduation.
Yeah, there's some speculation that they're going to get a bigger venue for her graduation. I don't know if they will.
It'd be really nice if they did. Fingers crossed.
Because, for example, for Ainyan, right, they did hers at SSA, I think, but as part of like the tour or something.
Yeah, it was. It was part of something, wasn't it?
Yeah, so I don't know.
I don't know either.
But the 3 sites I think are Tokyo, Osaka, and Nagoya.
Mhm.
So we say it's a national tour. There's only 3 sites.
SKE.
Man, get off the show. It's late and you're trying to do this to me. My goodness.
Okay. Anyway, so that's pretty much all there has been for concert announcements. But there's been some TV stuff going on. There's Kawaii TV that debuted.
Uh huh.
Yep. So the first episode was in Okinawa.
I think no. They had like an event in Okinawa.
An event.
So they opened it up in Okinawa. They had all the idol, or I don't know all of them, but there were a lot of idol groups performing in Okinawa, including Rev from DVL.
Wow.
So it was like NMB 48 Rev from DVL, and I don't know who else. I didn't really watch it. I actually don't know where to watch it. I think it's on Nico Nico, and I think you can watch it, but I'm not sure. It's also a satellite TV channel.
Oh.
There was a lot of promotion. NMB did a lot. Yuri, K, and Uka had like a radio show or something, or they did some sort of radio interview, and then they also had a little mini handshake event. Who else was there? There's a lot of people there.
Yeah.
Strangely, like Saipi was out for like several days and no one knew why.
Was she sick?
I don't know. She just came back all of a sudden, and she's like, "Hey guys, I'm all right."
Well, God, she's all right.
But I mentioned that because she was supposed to appear in the Okinawa thing and she wasn't, so they've sent out Joe.
Joe.
Sent out Brochan in an
Good job,
emergency.
Joe.
So she stepped in. She contributed.
She came in the emergency, just like the "Oh My God" music video.
Oh yeah, dude, I like that reference.
Dude,
That's good.
yeah, getting good.
All right.
Moving on. Speaking of TV, get it? Because I said I was getting good, and then I did my bad transition that you hate.
I don't know how people do it. Maybe they just ignore it. Like if you watch TV, like news shows, they're just like, blah blah blah, and like it was raining the other day, and then they transition. The guy just talks about the next article.
Anyway, we'll talk.
There's no transition. He just says stuff.
Okay, so we'll transition to our next article, which also relates to TV though, and it's you say it because I said it wrong last time.
Okay, Majiska Gakuen 4.
Yeah.
They announced the one. I don't know who's in it. There's
no NMB girls have been confirmed to be in it.
Who has been confirmed? I know Sashi's been confirmed. That's it.
It's a lot of the younger AKB girls, Miyawaki Sakura and Kitagawa Ryoha from SKE, but almost all the rest are AKB newer girls.
Are you sure that's confirmed? It's not that one newspaper article where they just said who they were hoping to be on it?
Oh, really? That wasn't confirmed?
No, it wasn't confirmed.
What? But I read that on like a bunch of sites. Sorry, I just totally said wrong information.
Well, we corrected it before anything bad could happen.
Okay.
Anyway, well, I don't know if that was the same list or not. So
maybe. I
know Richan asked Aki P on 755 if she could be on it, and he's like, I'm gonna tell the producer to put in a good word for you, or something.
Hopefully,
like that.
I feel like Aki P just kind of says stuff.
Yeah,
and he just like makes up stuff as he goes, and he's like, "Oh, this will be funny."
He does that, and then there's like other things like, "Oh, oops, I announced like a photo book like way in advance,"
or like, "Oops, I announced a schedule for all of the new stages 3 years before I'd even considered writing them." Like,
what a guy.
What a guy.
Well, I didn't watch any of the other Majiska Gakuen, so I don't know. Like, I tried watching, like, the first episode, I was just like, oh, this is bad. This was before I liked AKB or any of that. I was just like, hey man, the show has like all these members of like this idol group. Let me try watching this drama, and I'm like, oh god, this is bad. I can't even make it through like several minutes.
Yeah. I want to say it got better, but in a way it didn't. I think season 2 was better because I think Mayu, at the time, Mayu was a better actress than Achan was. Like, I think Achan's improved a lot, but personally, I think Mayu's still a better actress. That's just me. But season 2 was better, in my opinion.
Dude, somebody called the cops on you.
Really?
No.
Dude, why are there always, like, sirens and trucks and cops behind your house?
I don't know.
Move out of the ghetto.
Hey.
I'm just messing.
Hey. They announced a Nana graduation audition? A post-Nana graduation audition.
Yeah, this is more Aki P being like, what are you doing? Kind of guy.
Well, I don't know if it's him. But, I mean, they announced a graduation, like, an audition for one member. So it's really, really weird. And at first they listed all these requirements, like, oh, you have to have a funny voice, and, like, you have to mess up all your jokes or something. But then they're like, no, it's just an audition for some girl, and Nana will help pick them. But, like, it's really weird that they're having an audition for one person. Like, what are they going to do with them?
Yeah, and there's a lot of concern that she'll just take Nana's spot and be, second row Senbatsu member, co-center, or one of the top members of Team M, captain, like, all these things. I don't think that'll happen. But it does kind of bother me because it just sounds like another draft, but for only one girl this time.
Yeah, there's going to be, like, a lot of pressure on her. I mean, there was a lot of pressure on the draft members, and I don't think any of them have really panned out yet.
No. I think...
They've gotten better. Like, I can see it. I'm like, okay, I can admit to them being, regular members.
Yeah.
But at the same time, there was so much hype, and none of them lived up to it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, only now, like, really because, like, appearing in a theater.
Yeah,
consistently.
after a long time.
So, yeah. I don't know what they're going to do with this new member. I don't know what she's going to do. I don't know why they're putting so much grand expectations on her. I don't know if she's going to be considered 5th gen. I don't know what's going to happen to the Kenkyusei because they're pretty set in their 12-man ways. Yeah, I don't know.
We'll find out.
Speaking of the Kenkyusei, they finally titled their stage. It's Sozo no Shijin after their song on the album?
Yeah.
Okay.
Second album, the one that came out this summer.
You know what's cool? They also have an official glow stick color, which is white.
Oh, that's nice.
So, I feel like they're pushing them as their own team, but then they're not considered their own team. And
yeah.
It makes me really, like, I don't know why they're looked down upon, like why they're like they do the same things as regular members, except they sub in for other members. So
in a way, like if you only consider theater, they're actually better off than regular members because they can perform in multiple stages and they can appear more.
Yeah, like
in a sense. Yeah, but they don't have as many merchandises. Like regular members, there are like extra photos you buy for them and stuff, but Kenkyusei don't get those.
Yeah, I don't understand like what they're doing. I mean. Like back, when AKB was around or started, and they had Kenkyusei because they needed to fill in spots and they were training, they weren't ready. But this generation of Kenkyusei has like been around for so long, like they're pretty much ready. Like I don't see where they're deficient in any way. And there are certain members on Kenkyusei you're like, oh wow, they're really good, they're really popular. I don't know why they're not, I don't know why this girl from this team like doesn't really do anything. Or why is she a regular member? You get those questions, and it's just like,
I think at this point, Kenkyusei is more like a concept. Like people want to support the underdogs, because even though like I was reading this about Tano Yuka in AKB, people were like, why isn't she in Senbatsu yet? She's so pretty, she's so talented. And then I read somebody comment like maybe they're doing this on purpose, like they're not putting her in a position that she probably could thrive in. Because people like supporting the underdog. They like thinking, oh, if I support her, if I pour my money into her, maybe she'll be able to make it someday.
Man, that sounds stupid.
It is stupid, but it actually seems like something that a business person would do.
I don't know. That sounds stupid even from a business perspective.
Really? Because they can get a lot of money from promoting the Kenkyusei as like the underdog team.
They can also get more money by selling goods with their faces on it.
That's true. So I guess it balances out.
Okay. We'll move on to one corner, like a subsection of news.
Sub-news. Underground news.
Birthday stages. There were 6.
6?
In the past 2 weeks. Or
Lots
3 weeks. I don't remember. Murakano had hers.
Hers was sad.
Yeah, I feel bad for her.
So what happened with hers was that there was like an audio problem, a technical issue.
Huh.
Huh? Oh, because we had a technical issue with ARM. Oh, so clever. Anyway, so there was a technical issue with the music, and they couldn't perform the entire stage, so they just ended up doing the medley and then the birthday speech bit,
Yeah.
which confuses me because it's like, can't they sing live? But at the same time, I understand if you can't get the background music playing, you can't really do that.
Yeah. What was I gonna say? Oh, you know what was interesting was that I think the second time they performed the end stage, I think it was Radio Name. The sound went out at like near the end, and so they kind of panicked at first, but then they all sang the song
Oh,
to
cool.
finish it off, like Mean Girls.
Mean Girls.
Oh man. Okay. What was I gonna say? Wait, some people were asking me to upload because I didn't record my mic, right? But I recorded yours. And some people were asking me to upload just you talking, and I was like,
What? Oh, that's embarrassing.
it's like it's kind of creepy because like somebody's talking and they're answering things, but nobody's asking a question.
Yeah, it's weird. One time I listened to because we used to do like Audacity, and I listened to the old one. I'm like, this is weird. It's like I'm talking to myself and pausing strangely in between, and nothing flows together.
Yeah. Also in birthday stages.
Ooh, that's embarrassing.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Also in birthday stages, Terumi had hers. Miki had hers. Dear
Miki.
Lover.
Oh my god, yes. So for Miki, which is Uno Mizuki, the strange, tall, dark, and handsome Kenkisei, her birthday letter came from Matsui Jurina, and everybody's just like, what? Jurina? From
Yeah.
SKE?
Yeah, dude, the mystery deepens.
Yeah, I think what happened was they became friends when they did that the AKB single that had the really long name, the Junkin single.
Suzukake.
Yeah, Suzukake. So when they did that, because they were both in Senbatsu for that, they both, got Junkin Senbatsu. So
But it's
I
still
think
really weird because they're like, oh, we should go eat again. And it's like, you guys ate once before?
yeah.
Crazy stuff.
Yeah, crazy.
Riripon had hers, Joe had hers, and Yudi's was like the other day or so. And
Yeah.
Speaking of Yudi, like one of our friends managed to attend the birthday show.
Oh, wow.
So
Good job.
I'm pretty sure everybody knows who it is. So I'm not
Yes.
gonna mention him. Also, in birthday, Shu had her birthday. Takano Yui had her birthday.
Yes, Yui Ponzu! She turned 21. And
I feel like I'm missing somebody else's birthday too.
Oh.
There's a lot
Well,
of
she's
birthdays.
21.
Yeah, she is.
Yes. And she was 16.
And now she can go drink with us in the U.S.
Yeah.
That's
Man,
totally gonna happen.
I'm still thinking about Miki. Like, does she lead like this secret popular life? Because she's so mysterious. Oh, man.
She like deleted her Google Plus too. Like I don't know.
She
what's going
did?
on. Yeah.
What the heck? I didn't know you were allowed to do that.
Yeah, the mystery deepens.
What is wrong with this girl?
I don't know.
What is up with her? Oh my goodness.
Also, in random things, Renapyeon lost her voice, so there's now
Aw.
2 stages where she does her intro with a hoarse voice. It's so hilarious.
It's really funny.
Oh my gosh. I was also really sad that they didn't make her perform live voice, because that would have been great.
That would have been really funny too.
Oh man. I'm so sad when I think about it. It's like, you could have had something, dude. You could have built a legacy.
I hope she doesn't have like a throat problem. It's just normal lost voice.
Yeah.
Anyway, so that's that. We were talking about TV shows earlier. There's some more TV shows going on.
Well, it's not that they're going on, like, just TV shows that I thought were interesting.
Well, yeah, continue to go on.
Or other, like, viewable media, I guess.
Viewables.
Viewables.
The viewables.
Shinkigeki, I finally got around to watching some of it. It's pretty good. The one on the latest single, Rashikunai.
Yeah.
And I mentioned about how Mire appeared. I was like, oh, cool, like, she finally gets work. And she comes out, and she does her intro, and then, like, a couple people cheer. And
A couple people.
I think the joke was like there are these 2 guys and they go to this restaurant and they're like, oh, we're gonna meet like girls that look like idols, like maybe like NMB. And the guy's like, oh, who's your favorite NMB member? And the guy's like, oh, Kaneko. Ha ha ha, right? And so Miri comes out, they're like, oh my god, dude, that girl looks like really pretty, and like, oh, she's gonna bring her friend, and then like her friend comes out, and it's this this one pretty big girl. She's a comedian, but like she came out and she did like a parody intro, right?
Oh.
Of like pretending, and like everyone was cheering louder than they cheered for me, right? And I'm like, oh man, that sucks for me. It's like she's an actual idol, and people like the comedian better, and like the comedian's not exactly attractive or anything, so yeah. Anyway, there's that. Ota Yuri has a series on YNN.
She does. Just like Coco-chan!
I think this is... Well, she had one series where she played the games, like Jenga and stuff.
Yeah.
And then now she has a new one. So it's her, Akari, and Riripon, and Chuba. And they go around.
I can't believe you just called her Chuba.
What else would I call her?
Hasn't it been, like, universally agreed that her name is Chubes?
No, that's just you.
Chubes!
So I watched the first episode. It had Akarin on it. It was pretty entertaining.
Not
well,
Chubes.
I mentioned Akarin because she like her reactions were on point. She's like hilarious, and she also makes fun of Rika's voice, which is absolute gold. And they did some singing, so Chuba did some voice training.
Chubes.
And then another show I'd recommend watching. Like they do these like on Manabu-kun. I think it was last week. Some magician showed up. And it did some tricks, and it was really entertaining. Like, usually whenever a magician shows up on the show, like it's pretty easy to understand. So even if you don't know Japanese, you should check it out. You see Nagisa like holding toilet paper and getting owned pretty hard. So
yes,
watch that.
Sounds good.
Subtitled stuff, some Teppen sub updates. I subbed the Kenkyusei MC if you want to check that out. What else is there? I think somebody subbed like a Manabu-kun with like robots and stuff. And there is... Oh, I'm planning on subbing the Momoka skit from AKB48 show.
Yay!
Where she tries to rescue Nana and Ripopo.
Oh man, that's so funny.
From somebody hitting on them. Okay, that's it for news.
That's it for news.
You can introduce our next
Take
section.
it away. I will. The next section is the Kininaru section, which is pretty much member of the week, or member of the bi-week. So we're going to talk about one of the NMB members, and today we're going to talk about Jonishike, JK, Keiichi, all that good stuff. So she's a first generation member. She's 19 years old, and she's from Shiga Prefecture, which is about an hour outside of Osaka. So instead of commuting, she just lives in the city. She moved there when NMB started, or around the time NMB started, because the commute is pretty intense. Other members from Shiga are Ri-chan and Koko-chan. So I'm not sure if either of them commute or live in Osaka, but Kei does.
So one thing one thing I think is important is I think they broadcast the Inazuma Rock Festival, which was in Shiga.
Right.
And then they brought along Ri-chan and they brought along Koko-chan for that. That's why I keep saying hometowns are important.
Yeah, they are. So yeah, when they had that, all the girls, the 3 girls from Shiga, all got to perform there because it's their hometown, and I thought that was cool too. So I never managed to confirm this, but I swear it's true that her last name Jonishi is only pronounced like Jonishi if you're from Shiga or from like that part of Shiga that she's from, and everywhere else they read it differently or it's uncommon or something like that. And I swear it's true, and I swear I've read it like a bajillion times. So I'm going to find it, and I'm going to not have to make a correction for the next episode.
You might be right. I don't know, dude.
I swear it.
Names are hard. I don't understand them.
JLPT. Anyway.
There's no names in JLPT. You'd be screwed.
Yeah. So like I said, she's first generation. So she was part of the original Team N, like most of the first generation, except for Wing. She stayed on Team N after the shuffle, and she was also made co-captain. So good for her. She's been, in my opinion, she's been a pretty prominent member the whole time. Her original unit in Team N's first stage was Rider, and she was the double center for that with Matsuda Shiori. So, yeah, so that's a pretty good spot.
I think also, I want to mention, in 4th anniversary, they did a song with the 2 members that are still remaining from the from Rider. I forgot who the other one is.
Isn't it Kanako?
Wait, what?
Kanakichi?
Okay. Maybe? I don't know.
I think she was
I
in
thought
that
she said
unit.
Kaneko. I'm like, that guy.
No, no. I'm not sure, but yeah, Rider was a rough unit. They had a lot of graduations, not just Matsuda Shiori, but then they had Ainyan. They had
Are you sure Shiori was the center over Ainyan?
yeah, I
Really?
swear. Go look the Wiki 48.
Why?
'Cause we're-
You wrote it. That's not reliable.
They also had Shino Harakana? Shiokichi? Was that her nickname?
Yes.
That girl. I always liked her, but then she was really
No, wait. Shiokichi is Matsuda Shiori.
oh, was it Kanchiru? Kanchiru?
Yeah, Kanchi.
There were so many cons. That was hard. Anyway,
The Wrath
So-
of Khan.
yeah. So Kay was in Rider, and then when and switched to their next stage, she was in the duet. The what was it called? Kinchirata
She was?
She had a duet, I thought.
I thought that was Nana and somebody else, and like Machi.
Oh yeah, it was Nana and Machun. I'm sorry.
Or maybe that was Shinkido. I don't remember.
Yeah, but anyway, Kay still had a good spot. So that's not important because right now her unit is Zipper, which is obviously very popular with a lot of people.
I wonder why. I never figured it out.
Was that sarcasm?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh yeah, I was wrong. Her unit in N2 was Ame no Dobutsun, whatever. Anyway. So yeah, so those are her units. That's what she's up to. But like I said, she's prominent. She's been in Senbatsu for every NMB single, and she's one of the only 5 NMB members that have done that. The other ones, if you're wondering, are Sayane, Nana, Ripopo, and Miru. Shioma Miru. Remember, not Milky, because Milky got kicked out for Oh My God.
And we never knew why.
That's also sarcasm.
No, we don't know why.
Yeah, but people theorize.
Yes. Speculated.
Hotel Gate.
Hotel Gate. Not as
Yes.
bad as Gravier Gate.
Shut up!
Okay.
Anyway, so yeah, so she's been in Senbatsu, and she used to be really big in the B-sides. She was always in Akagumi or Shirogumi up until Kitagawa Kenji, and then all of a sudden they just dropped her from almost every B-side. And she wasn't in, and since then she's been in B-sides, but they've all been like the group songs. So like the one I can't say, it's like Todo Kanasode, Todo Kumuno. The really long name for that was the theme song for Gaining 2. But that was just a group song, and she hasn't really been in any B-sides since then. Which is weird, because I thought, she's solid in Akagumi and Shirogumi. She looks good there.
Well, maybe they just felt that she didn't fit the image of whatever the song is.
Yeah, that could be true. But just because but she's not losing in popularity. I think, if anything, she's gaining popularity quickly. She's known for doing good gravure. She ranked in the last 2 elections. So, yeah, so she's always on the rise. Anyway, a bit about her. Her goal, her dream is to become an actress. And she's actually done some acting work. She was in this drama called Doku Poison, which was way back in 2012. And I think she wasn't like the lead. She wasn't the main character, but she was one of the leads. So good for her. I don't think she's done any dramas since,
Do you
though.
remember why it's called Doku Poison?
I don't know why it's called Doku Poison. I just found the title.
Are you sure it's not? Because Doku can also mean poison, so it would be called like poison, which doesn't make sense.
Well, maybe they just wanted to have like something in English.
Yeah, maybe. Oh man, let's not get into to English in Japan. I saw this shirt when I was walking there. It said "Tracks and Fields." What?
Oh, that's a really good try. That's so close. They're so close.
Okay.
Anyway, so we're talking about Kay. So I talked about her
JK.
dream. JK, her personality. So Kay's kind of what's the word? Is enigma the right word?
Enigmatic.
Enigmatic. She's enigmatic. A lot of the members and a lot of fans describe her as odd or untouchable. Like way back in 2012 when she was doing this Doku Poison drama, Nana said like, "Oh, she's the unapproachable type. Like guys like her, but they think they can't get near her." And yeah, and then she said it herself too. Like people tell me I have this unapproachable aura, which I think back in 2012 she kind of looked like it. I think back then she looked more serious, just like from first glance. Now I think she looks more calm. But that's just me. Maybe she looks the same as she always did. But she's not like a really serious and cold person. She's funny and she's kind of clever.
She's very weird.
She's very weird. She just likes weird things. One of the things she likes is bugs and lizards. She's like lizards. I think lizards are really cool too. But she's like really into bugs. There was this not drama. I'm sorry. There was this episode of Mujak. Is that what it's called? Mujak with Takamina and some of the NMB Senbatsu members. So they're all sitting in this classroom setting, and some bug guy comes in with this big box of this like giant flying insect thing that's like a giant cricket, and he like pulls it out and shows them all, and they all scream except Kay, and she's like, "Oh, it's so cute!" And she runs over and comes and holds it, and she's just like, and everybody's staring at her like, "What are you doing? Why are you touching that?" So it's pretty funny if you can still find the episode. I think it was like 2013 though.
Or you can watch Naniwa Nadeshiko.
Yeah, she's also doing that kind of stuff there.
Because, oh man, way back when, they did Monoboke, or like, it's like props from Whose Line Is It Anyway? And the loser had to do something, had a penalty game, and they had to do a Monoboke, like the loser had to do a Monoboke with an insect, like, or some crazy looking thing. And Kay was one of them. And, they bring out the thing, and it's like, oh man, that's disgusting, you, blah, blah, blah. And then she's just like sitting there, it's like, oh, that's really cute. So, yeah, she's known for that kind of stuff. She's, one thing she's known for, she used to do this a lot. I don't think she does it as much, but like, if you look at her pictures, she always like has her hands on somebody's boobs. Like, just casually.
She really has this... Like, it's not... I'm not using this term correctly, but I think she has, like, this boob character. Because people know her for having, like, the best breasts. Like, that's really weird to say. But in that new AKB Shirabe show, or whatever it was called, that voting show where they interview members and be like, oh, who has the best legs? Oh, who's the most talented? Whatever. For best breasts, she won first place. So, kind of weird, but also good for her, I guess.
She's also number 8 in legs.
She's also number 8 in legs. People really like her body.
Yeah,
she does a lot of gravure.
I think number 3 was Akarian for legs.
Oh yeah, it was.
Yeah.
So I mean, good for her. I don't know. That's her, but I think it's funny. She does do funny things with her hands in photos. So pay attention to those.
I think she's very fit.
She is very fit. She's like super into fitness.
She's like deceivingly fit. Like you just look at her and then you watch Zipper, and then she takes like the strap off of her arm, and then you see her arm. You're like, wow, that's one lean arm.
Yeah.
Nice shoulder, nice deltoids.
Yeah. Reading Ririka's first gravure, like the first time Ririka did gravure, she wrote a big blog post about it, like, oh wow, and then she posted the offshots, which she wasn't supposed to do, and it was with Kay, and it was for they also did an interview alongside it about fitness and health. And they like posed in swimsuits and stuff. I'm like, oh, that's cool. They're talking about fitness. And then now we're talking about how Kay's into fitness. So I guess that's cool. She
does have that fitness corner on like a newspaper or something. So that's why they always take those pictures.
Oh, okay.
It's a newspaper or a magazine or something. But yeah, that's why you'll always see her like every month or so, like doing fitness with someone. I think this month was Akarian. So, Kay's also Natsumi Noshi. So when they're around each other, they always talk about how much they love each other, which is kind of weird. That's Kay, because she's really weird. She's
an interesting character. Speaking of interesting, though, well, sorry, I was just speaking of, but another interesting thing about her is her musical ability. She plays the drums, and she did it when NMB performed Give Me 5, like way back in 2013 during one of their concerts in Osaka Jubun or something. She can also make a hi-hat sound with her mouth, like for beatboxing, and she did that when NMB did the Zetsumetsu a cappella. So she was the tss person.
Well, I mean, if you watch,
it takes talent though.
If you watch the Genkai Toppa episode, like with Emichi, where she learns how to beatbox better. They actually go through how to make the sounds.
Oh, cool.
Some of the sounds. Hi-hat's not that hard. Is it? Tss?
Also, she played the conga with Boots Cats. She played the conga, which looks like a bongo, but it's not. She played so she played the conga during. Shoot, what was the song even called?
Rifuji no play.
Hatsukoi no Yukue to play ball.
Okay.
To play ball. That one. Anyway, the play ball song. They didn't. Her and Sayaka and Saipi did like a. Not a cappella, but like musical acoustic-y kind of version of it.
Acoustic version. There you go.
Acoustic version. That's it. During the Harucon concert, NMB's Harucon this year.
Yeah,
So
she also played the drums on one of the music shows. I think it was last year when they appeared with some lady from Taiwan,
some lady from Taiwan.
and they sang the song like Ame no Mido Suji or something like that. I forgot what it's called. But she played the drums. Machi was on the trumpet. Ayaba was on the piano. So she's done it before. She's musically talented.
Yeah.
One of her quirks that I think people should know about is that sometimes she ends her sentences with like pinatsu, like yoroshiku pinatsu or something like that, or arigato pinatsu. And it's really weird. Like no one understands why she does it.
Yeah, nobody knows. But then Joe started doing it too.
Well,
And
no, I
she
think
was
a
like-
lot of people like to copy it just to, as part of a joke. For example, that one MC where Anchi did her Tohoku Ben impersonation. She would use like Tohokuisms or not Kanto like style of talking. So like the Tokyo area, Tokyo Chiba.
Right.
And then one time she just randomly like added peanuts, like urashi peanutsu or something like that. And everyone's like, "What the heck? Like that's not Kanto Ben. That's not Tohoku Ben. Not Tohoku. Oh my god, dude. I'm so bad.
Tohoku's north.
Yeah, I know. I messed up.
Don't mess up tomorrow. GLPT.
Oh Jesus.
GLPT.
Jesus.
How fast do grades come out for that?
I think in January or February maybe or March. I don't remember.
Mm.
Yeah. N1, dude. Oh, there was a joke with Jonish K and N1. I forgot what it was. There's like some kanji or something, and Ryurika actually wrote it in calligraphy on the latest Ota Yuri special thing. But like she has a nickname that's used like among 2-channel people, and it's like Yapari Jo N1 or something. No, Yapari KN1.
Oh.
That's like her nickname. And I just mentioned that because I'm taking N1 tomorrow.
Good
GLPT
luck.
N1 tomorrow. Oh god, I'm gonna fail. So that's it for Kay. If you like her, check her out. What has she been doing lately? Well, I mean, if you watch anything NMB related, I'm pretty sure
She's in everything, yeah. Yeah, she does her fitness corner and she's been doing her normal work as an NMB member. So watch Team N stages if you want to see her in action.
She also does a lot of Sayaka position.
Yeah, she does.
When Sayaka's not there. So, like, for example, Hachimete Ho no Hoshi, she does the center part when Sayaka's not there and she is. And stuff like that. And that's the end of our show.
Yay!
Yeah, we don't take mail anymore. I say that, but that's just because we haven't been getting any mail.
We still take mail. We just don't have any to talk about.
Yeah, so no themes, no mail comments. If you want to send us stuff, you can. I mean, I read it. Even all the negative stuff.
I'd like to read it, but I've been locked out of the email.
No, the email should still work.
Oh, okay. Just kidding. I typed the password in wrong then.
Yeah.
But I've been locked out of Twitter! That's okay. I'm going to make a Twitter soon.
Yeah, you should.
One more week. Yes!
Do it. What else is there? We're not going to have a member of the week next week because... Or not next week. 2 weeks. Whatever.
2 weeks. Something more exciting than member of the week. Can you believe it?
Yeah,
Can there be something more exciting than member of the week?
I came up with an idea, dude.
Dude, Joe came up with the best idea. We're going to do the 2014 NMB Awards.
Yeah, so we'll have like...
Now Joe's going to explain it, because I don't know what it is. It just sounds really good.
Yeah, we'll just talk about stuff like who do you think the MVP is this year? Who do you think is most
dude.
improved? Like, favorite draft member?
Oh, Goku-chan!
Best MC, stuff like that, you know? Just I'll come up with some categories.
Best
It'll be
MC.
fun.
Aren't you content then?
It'll be fun. It's also the end of the year.
Yeah. Oh, but if we're going to do this, maybe we can have people write in. So maybe we do have a question of the week.
But we don't have the categories yet. Maybe after. I'm pretty sure, like, when whoever still listens to this,
Everybody still listens to this.
Like whoever still listens to this, I'm pretty sure they'll have like some opinion and they'll post about it or write about it somewhere, and then you can jump in on the discussion. So yeah, we'll do some awards, and plus it's kind of a good idea or a good way to get to know some of the members or like what we think of them, I guess. So
You all know my feelings about Coco-chan.
yeah, over Saruran?
Coco-chan is the best koala. Ichiban koala.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Oh, she's so
I
cute.
remember on Reddit there was this joke about how koalas would fall out of the sky and attack you.
What?
Yeah, so watch out for any
Coco-chan.
stray Coco-chans in there. Yeah, that's it.
That's it.
That's the end of our show. Thanks for listening. Thanks for those who continue to listen to us. I don't know who does. Our views have steadily dropped from the first 2 episodes.
That's okay. JLPT and one question. Say goodbye in Japanese.
No.
Oh, well, that's our show. Everybody wish Joe good luck tomorrow.
Luckily,
Good luck, Joe.
Luckily, there's no speaking part.
Good luck, Joe.
Where's the listening part? What am I gonna do? Oh,
Listening's not as bad as writing, though.
I don't know. Me writing is easier, or reading is easier.
Writing's so hard though, because you have to like know it in your head. But listening, you're like, oh, I've heard that before. I kind of know what that one means.
Yeah. Well, I don't think there's gonna be like Kansai Ben or anything like that on the exam.
Well, yeah, but you know what I mean.
Just stuff about lectures. Okay, so thanks for listening. See you
Ciao.
guys in 2 weeks.
Ciao.